Well, one more interview to bring you, and it's going to be a good one. You're looking at Jay and Laura Laffoon, two of the funniest, most wonderful people on the planet. How about that, Jay and Laura, for an introduction? Do you like it?
I'll give you funny, but wonderful.
Hey, some days even more than others. Come on. No, you folks have been to our area on 2 occasions, and we struck up a friendship. We're not best buds, but I so respect what you folks do, and I believe the feeling's mutual. If it's not, don't tell me. But I'm working on my second book. You folks have written, what, 5, 6, 7, 8?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Okay, you lose count after a while, huh?
You do.
But I want to talk this morning for this interview about the spark. You were talking about the purpose of marriage. Launch into that for me, would you please?
Well, I think most people, you get married and you've got all these feelings, and your feelings are strong and important and those kind of things. But, as you get into marriage, you really need to understand what the purpose of marriage is. And the purpose of marriage is that the two of you begin to operate as one unit or one entity. And because those feelings are going to fade. Let's just be honest. Science tells us that dopamine, aptly named dopamine, fades after about 18 months. It starts to wane. So those are those wonderful feelings that you have of being in love. So recapturing that on a continual basis means you got to get on the same page. And when you're on the same page, when you're heading the same direction, when you have shared purpose and shared, not feelings, but ethics, morals, you operate at a better level.
And I think a lot of us enter marriage just because of the feelings, and we don't realize that really you're a team, and you've come together as a team, even though you have all these feelings. And like Jay said, they do disappear after a while, and then it's the fact that you're a team and you need to operate as a team. And so often we see so many marriages that don't, whether it's in parenting or finances or taking care of the house, the yard, everybody kind of, and so really realizing that you have this partner in this journey called life, and you don't have to do it alone.
Yeah. So how do you keep the spark?
How do you keep the spark? Well, it's some really simple stuff. Daily communication. Fellas, I know some of you don't want to hear this, but you got to talk to your wife every day. You got to communicate with her every day. And ladies, intimacy. For a man, that is the crucial glue in the relationship. And that may sound shallow to you, but it's the way that we were created. I don't know why, but and it's, again, science backs this up. The hormone, what's it called? Oxytocin, not to be confused with Oxycontin, which is a big drug. But the oxytocin is released only one time for a man. And that oxytocin is known as the bonding hormone. And it's only released for a man when he is bonding, so to speak. And for you ladies, it's released a number of different times. But for the man, it's only released. So if you're not feeling close to your man, there may be a reason. There may be a very simple solution.
And there's some really practical things you can do to keep the spark alive as we're talking about conversation and communication. Just setting aside 10 to 15 minutes every day to just sit over a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, and just have conversation. How was your day? What did the kids do? How was work? How was your work? Have those types of conversations. And then on the other side, as far as intimacy, we just had friends challenge us here in January. We all have these Fitbits. We have our Apple Watches. We're keeping our steps. But what if you had a kiss bit? Where you keep track of how many kisses you did in a day. And so we were challenged to set a goal, and we set a goal of 10. And I think we've done it once. So stick one day.
Couple times.
Anyway.
10 for the year, 10 kisses for the year.
10 for a day.
Per day.
Oh, a day.
And
they don't have to be like, long makeout kisses. Just little, hey, thanks for bringing me coffee.
But those were two little practical, that I thought that's really, it sounds easy. Oh, we can get 10 kisses in a day. It's not easy. And so those are two practical ways. I'm just all about practicality and helping couples think of practical tools that can help their marriage.
And on that note, I just want to throw in my quick comment on the intimacy. A lot of women think it's all about the man and what's in it for him. No, much of it for the man is giving pleasure to his wife. And if she's not enjoying it, he's not going to enjoy it either. Yes?
Spot on. That is spot on. Yep.
So with that, only due to time restrictions, how do people find out more about you? Let's give your website and your books and your TV program. You still doing that, by the way? I forgot to check.
We have actually changed that to Facebook Live. So what Our website is jayandlaura.com, but we are on Facebook at facebook.com/Jay and Laura Laffoon, or on our website, you just push the little Facebook button. And on our TV show is actually switched over to Facebook, and every week we do an At Home with Jay and Laura, where we invite couples into our home to have some fun. We never know what we might do. Cook a recipe, clean a bathroom, something very exciting like that. But always marriage encouragement.
But the best place to get a hold of us is at our website, jayandlaura.com.
All right. All right. You know, and now that my book is nearing completion, I'll have some more time to visit Facebook Live and check in with you folks more regularly. I miss you. Hey, thanks for the great work you're doing. Keep it up, would you please?
You bet, Ron. Thanks, you too.
Right. Bye-bye.